There we go.
Alright, everybody, welcome to NWA, National Wrestling Alliance 2 podcast, and this will be episode 3. Then we got on the show with us today. He is the showrunner of XPW. He also was a First Blood champion, and also multiple other belts, too, when he was Shinsuke. But now that he's Mellow, and one of the best tag teams that we have in NWA right now, and here he is on the show.
Like the introduction.
Yeah. Um, so, I talk about a lot of things that you have done in NWA, in other places, if you've been there, other places, because I've been in a lot of places.
I've been in a few. I remember one of the main ones I can like fully recall is the ASA one. That one was so annoying. It was fun, but it was annoying. Because like even though I held literally every title in there, it was like that one person. His name was Dog. I think there was a 24/7 championship, and I won it. And every morning you turn on the game, this man Dog would invite you. If that you already know what time it is. He would never win, but like it's the fact that he would just come there every day for that daily challenge, which threw me off because I'm like, yo, you would think you get the hint by now. Nope.
Mhm. But also, I mean, you probably are going to do more things in NWA we haven't seen yet, because I did see that world title match. I mean, everybody was rooting for you on that.
Yeah, if this wasn't on rapid setting, it'd be a lot easier. But
Hmm.
I guess we all can't have what we want sometimes, even though that's the better setting. Uh, I feel like,
Yeah.
if I was able to do submissions like the rest of them, I would have, I would have it. But, not everybody wants to win by pinfall.
Yeah. Just like what everybody does with Sam. They say he doesn't have skill or anything else, but I mean, I think a lot of people here have potential of being good.
Ooh, see,
You-
now you made me want to throw a little shade. you know,
Well, you can do that. I mean,
kind of
Drippy
like,
threw a lot of shade.
the last two people that fought us for the titles
Yeah.
because they switched their characters immediately. They thought they claim it's just because they thought of a clever name for it, but I don't think that's the case. Because then, out of all the people you could have picked, they picked a man with submissions and one of the hardest reversing finishers, which was wild. But
Yeah.
hopefully,
I mean,
they can win with that.
yeah.
Every,
Well, yeah. Like I said before, you being one of the best tag teams with Dark Bronze.
yes, sir. People like to sit here and try to argue with me, tell me how you need no skill to win on rapid, but it used to be their specialties, and then I don't know. I guess they fell off.
Yeah.
Find every excuse in the book. Talk about somehow we should have lost, even though they got a 2-on-1 match, and they still managed to fumble.
And also, with the thing of putting people on a shirt, we had someone else that did that. It was Talcum, but he didn't do it in the most smart way. But I think you guys are doing it in the most smart way. You're putting everybody's character on there and running through the tag division.
Now, I might be a little confused on what to do because technically Finn Balor was already on the shirt, and now there's a new Finn Balor.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of things to say, I mean, on podcasts, saying that tag match is going to go in favor of the people you guys are facing, but it did not.
Don't you just love it when they hate on us? Well, it definitely
Yeah.
won't go in their favor at the pay-per-view either, so... I guess when you realize you can't take the titles off of one team, you try and pray on their downfall and hope the next team take it. Because unlike Drippy, I am one of the top players. He is not. I don't understand how y'all are letting this man do these things in the custom league, but he can't do these things in the default league or any other custom league.
Yeah, that's true. And letting people get over thinking he is better than everybody else. It's pretty funny.
There are occasionally sometimes where you want to fumble the bag, but then there's times where people piss you off before you can fumble the bag. Like that Dark Bronze when we first started in 23. I mean, I said Dark Bronze. I'm tripping. The Brock Lesnar. I was trying to let the Brock Lesnar win, and then they started taunting me, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So they got hit with their own finisher, and they lost.
Yep, that was Golden that did that. She taunted you, and that's what happened.
Yeah, you always, I try to give a fair fight, not making it look like, oh, you're just getting shitted on, but then, people want to taunt, and that does something for me. Like, okay, now you're gonna get shitted on.
Yeah. Like, I see a lot of people, they're trying to be on the top like the average was. They all want to be like him for some reason.
That's disgusting. I don't want to be like average.
Yeah, I think the aim is to be better than what other people in NWA in the past used to be.
Exactly. Why be the next average when you can be the first you?
Yeah, that makes sense. So, the other things have been going on, so we want to ask, how has the league been going for you? Because, now you're a show owner.
Oh, how my show's been going?
Yeah.
I actually really like it. I think probably the last Tuesday was probably the slowest because there was like most superstars trying to wrap up a different league. Besides that, my show's been fun.
Yeah.
I don't really get any complaints, minus probably one. But it was from a team. It was from Average's team. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I didn't get it because when I first introduced the tag belts for our league, I made a tournament. It was a small tournament because we don't really have that many teams. But it was crazy because there's a team that recently just started playing, so they're pretty bad at the game, and they just kept winning. They will win, and it was throwing me off because, I think the first win it was against Big Will and his brother. Big Will hit him with a low blow, got himself disqualified. They moved up. Next win, they actually won fairly by accident, which was crazy. So they were in the finals for the tag belts, and at the same time, I also had teams that literally got fucked over because their teammate didn't show and they wanted to use a substitute partner, which was Coach James. But Coach James, they made Coach James eat his words that match. That man said, "Let me show you something about isolation," and they beat the shit out of Coach. They isolated Coach
Yeah.
James. They even gave Coach James a chance to tag it out to Dark Bronze, the actual teammate, and
Yeah.
he refused to. He kept trying to fight, and then he ended up getting his ass whooped and submitting. So Dark Bronze was cheated out of his opportunity for the tag championship.
Yeah.
And it was just Average's team. I don't know if they're gonna change their name or not, but they're still Imperium on my stuff. So,
Yeah.
but it's like, okay, you're gonna get your title match. It's gonna be a 2-on-2. I don't understand why would you keep adding it on, trying to talk about, oh, well, you might as well just hand it over and then talk shit about how easy it's gonna be and how you wanted a challenge for these titles. So, eventually over time, after like a week or two, he kept going on about it. And I was like, you know what, man? You want a challenge? All right, I'll give it to you. I changed the finals to a whole Fatal 4 elimination match. And I'm not saying that their idea for this match was bad, but it was pretty fucked up because they decided they wanted to attack the children that just started playing. Whole match. Didn't try to fight any of the actual people that knew how to play, but they were only targeting the two kids that just now started. Which they aren't even real good characters. One was Eddie and the other one was Ray. So like both top rope finisher type characters, and they were just trying to jump him. So then when we suggested, nah, why is this a 2-on-2? When it's supposed to be a fatal 4-way, and brought the fight to them, it was an issue. And I think Scorpion was the first one to get eliminated, and Average got upset about it. Instead of trying to, team up with like another team that's missing a teammate, which was one of those kids, or like at least trying to give it a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Bro, quit mid-match. He called us all N-words like 5 times. I was like, oh,
that's crazy.
I was like, wow, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
And then, right now, I have a rivalry with DJ for the World Championship in there too. But I can't make posts about anything without this man Average commenting a cowboy emoji under it. I guess he's trying to like symbolize he wants a title match instead of just dry acting me for it. But I don't think I'm gonna give him one, at least not yet. Simply because I don't feel like I should be rewarding people who's gonna quit mid-match. Yeah, that was the most part about it. He still does it. I guess that's to like poke at me or something. And then plus he got like this little racist gimmick going on in there where he beats all the black people. I don't know. And I was like, since I'm a black champion, you're not even gonna get the match, buddy.
Yeah. But knowing everything that happened about your tag partner, he really has been doing a lot lately. Even when he was on Tuesday, when it was a regulars show, and he won the first ever when he made it to WCW/NWA Championship. He was the first to win that. Then after that, he's just been on a roll and doing the best with you on a tag team and everything like that. So hopefully he does more than this, the tag team championship, but I mean, you guys have been dominating with that.
Yes, sir. Putting the whole tag team on the shirt. He did want a match for Monday, though. I think he was excluded from the match card this Monday. I don't know if they tried to make it seem like it was a we decision when I said I wanted to focus on tag matches for a while, but it was just a my decision, me. So like, if
Yeah,
y'all would kindly start booking Dark Bronze in his singles matches again, that'd be great for him.
yeah. Because, I mean, I heard what you were saying. It was just hard with other management, too,
Yeah,
getting involved
considering the
with it.
fact because I
They
requested
kept
to
putting you in
start
a
it.
tag match. That in a
Yeah,
tag title match every time.
every week it
That's
was a
just
new
crazy.
tag title match, and I was getting confused because I'm like, okay, now I'm just fighting random people. Didn't even try to deserve the chance to get it, but like,
Yeah.
hey, we didn't just
Yeah, it
defend
is.
it; we dominated it.
It's a hell of an achievement to
But
do all that, yeah.
and then one of the dominations was a handicap. Like you can't tell me I shouldn't feel like it's an achievement. Longest reigning tag champs right now. What do you mean?
Yeah. And the biggest challenge you guys had was your last defense. All the other ones were pretty fast and didn't seem like they were tag teams trying to put an effort in. 'Cause
Don't
I
get me
don't know
wrong.
if.
It's not that I didn't have faith in Dark Bronze in that match. It was just that he kinda fumbled. He used his reveal early. He probably would have been able to kick out or something. I don't know, but he told me
Yeah.
himself he sucks at rapid too. And due to the fact he used his resiliency, I don't want them to just try to do what they did with me in that match and just try to spam roll up him.
Well,
Because
the thing about that is he was on 22 dominating, and that's all it was rapid.
yeah,
And he was a dominating
and it's
world
crazy
champion
too
at one
because
point.
we were tag team then, even though we didn't do any tag matches. But no offense to Dark Bronze, I knocked him off that domination.
Yeah.
Took his
And we're
title, then
seeing,
beat him in the one-on-one.
yeah, we're seeing you guys as next target. And I heard it's the Judgment Day because at the pay-per-view they are coming for those titles.
Yeah. Uh, Personally, I feel like they should have already got the chance to come for him. But I forgot what happened, but they gave the match to Lumbek's team.
Yeah,
Lumbek's fumbled.
they lost pretty fast.
Yeah. And then not only did they lose, he lost a roll-up pin.
Yeah,
Mm.
but also these guys in Judgment Day, they were in the podcast. It was Drip on our last podcast, and he was really going for Average and Oofgabe. But you see now that went.
Well, I'm hoping on what's the 29th for the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah,
That they can at least, bring half the energy the team that they were rooting for actually brought. Because I'm gonna call my shot now. I guarantee you, it will be Drippy, the one that fumbles the bag for his team.
yeah.
I want to say he doesn't deserve the people's elbow, so we will not be dropping that for him. He's not worthy.
Yeah.
I honestly want to say he's going to lose the same way Lombax did with the roll-up.
Well, I mean, people do like to get him on that because Lombax does do that to a lot of people.
Oh, I know he does.
So, but it's just crazy to me that Judgment Day, if they did face Oofgabe and Average, they said Oofgabe would be the one getting pinned.
When I went in that match, I believed the same thing. I was like, if we're going to win this match, it's going to be Oofgabe to get pinned. I was like, but then I started to think, oh wait, these two people just team up with each other in every league for some reason. Don't know why. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
that one needs to be carried, but
I mean, yeah.
guy scares me after this.
Yeah, who do you guys see face next time? I mean, that is a good question to ask. If you guys make it past, this team that thinks they're so arrogant.
The fact that you said "if" was just funny. That was laughable. Shit. I don't know. Wouldn't that technically be? Oh, you know, Razzo's team. Oh,
They
Viking
were
Raiders
past them
could.
when they were the
They
other
could come get
team.
it again. I wouldn't mind. Dark Bronze been wanting them to come get their get back. So if they're up to the challenge, they can come get it too. Or the team with Razzo and Shiesty Mane. Don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's what Batista and whoever. That team of three. All these factions. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Matter
But
of
it's a
fact,
team of three, but only two of them show up. Razzo and Shiesty are the only two that show up, honestly.
after
But
our defense, I wouldn't mind trying to do a faction rivalry. Because there's more teams than more than one team with just three members, and it'd be something different.
yeah, it would be. So when at the pay-per-view and when you guys fight the Judgment Day, and if it's either Trippy and his partners, Dark and Game Slayer, who do you think they would probably be in that match? And who do you think would get pinned if Trippy was in the match with either one of them teaming with them?
In the tag match?
Yeah.
Honestly, if Drippy's a part of any team, Drippy's the one that's getting pinned. Respectfully. I can't really say I know too much about Game Slayer or Dark Knight. All I can tell you is they're just gonna get folded as well, just like Drippy. Don't matter. Because unlike Drippy, I can actually say I am one of the best. Latex.
That's highly unlikely.
I mean, y'all can get stepped on again. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Y'all can step up and get stepped on. That's how it is. And that's all it's gonna be.
Yeah. The Undertaker's team didn't do so well last time, so I don't know if they would ever get a shot. Or you guys would just run through the gauntlet again, start beating every tag team.
Kind of hoping someday y'all take this off of us. These belts,
Yeah.
I want y'all to get them off of us. Don't care who.
Yeah, the thing is,
Just because
Yeah,
I low-key want to lose the titles just to regain them back, so I can be a two-time tag champion. And not only that,
yeah,
I already got a whole idea for an outfit to wear.
yeah. Back then in the division of NWA was there was tag team competing for how many times they would win it, and it was like Havoc and his other partners he's had over the years, and it's crazy that that's happened before too. I mean, people competing how many times they're gonna win it. But then it was Oofgave and Scorpion. They're the ones that are mostly the teams with each other back then. But there's a new thing with Oofgave and Average.
Yes.
Last time Oofgave left him as a tag partner, but this time they're a tag part team.
Yeah, what sweaty characters do. I mean, at least finisher-wise, sweaty. Arian, I kind of like Arian cross moves. That it's just, I don't know. I feel like they should have given him the forearm to the back of the head as a finisher too, instead of just straight submission. But
And also we have someone that's really happy that you took out pretty deadly.
Oh yeah, Iceman, bro.
Longer here.
Iceman was spamming my phones with thank yous. He was just so happy. And something else about that whole situation, I don't understand. when they wanted to come back, one of the main reasons on why they wanted to come back was because they wanted to play as Pretty Deadly. He wanted to be in a league with Pretty Deadly. But I just don't understand if that was actually true. Off the first match you lost, technically handicapped. Why switch so fast?
And it was ironic, before they came back, the owner was saying, wouldn't it be funny if there was a team that actually picked Pretty Deadly? And it happened.
Crazy.
And
then one of the things was we don't even want title shots. We're not gonna be title hungry. That was a huge thing that they said. And first match was immediately a title match. And now I believe I seen a promo talking about how they'll end it with gold.
Well, that didn't happen last time, did it?
Yeah, it sure didn't.
Yeah. But also with Average saying that he's not going to screw his tag partner over. He will go for tag gold, but he doesn't want any singles titles in NWA. So, I mean, that was what was said. But I don't know, because he left because the world title changed a different name and he couldn't hold it anymore. So he was mad and everything and left.
Harley race next. South Carolina Street.
It'd be real nice. I don't know if the podcast can actually pick up the questions you're typing. But it'd be nice if they could.
So the thing is about you have another partner with you guys, and he's using Trick Williams, and he is DJ. Mm-hmm. So, how do you think he's gonna do in that match against Bumbacks, which is playing Harley Race?
Okay. I don't believe I have to worry about it. He said Race knows how to fight. Okay.
Well, in this case, I think the guy that plays him loves to roll up, so that might come into play in the match. But I think DJ can handle himself.
He can know how to fight. It don't matter, because Trick was born with the gift of the gab and the gift of the jab. Stop playing with him. But that's if he can make it that show. Because he told y'all last week that he probably wouldn't make it Monday because he had to work. Which threw me off when I read the match card yesterday. I was like, I was like, me and Dark Bond's not even booked, but Daryl is. I was like, what? Like, Daryl's the one who said he wasn't even going to be available.
Yeah, I heard that day too, and
he'll probably make it.
It's crazy they try to put him in a match. But, I mean, DJ has done other things here. He was the Commonwealth champion.
For like, what, a week? Not even.
And the whole argument with Payne happened and everything else, and his championship back and forth from the chat.
His championship still vacated.
Yeah.
Well, I
was trying to do something with that before Havoc took over the damn show.
The one thing I don't even get about it is the fact. I'm sorry.
Well, this podcast ain't about
back,
so.
One of the things that is crazy is how he didn't even get to have, like, he's not even like anybody in the bracket for like contending for that same belt that he won, which I feel like is slightly robbery, because like if he already won that title and he also still wants to regain it, I don't see why he's not in the bracket to be like one of the contenders. I'm not saying, hey, make him number one contender for it, but at the same time, he never really lost the title too, and I can't really just say, oh, he got like suspended off of like pretty whack. I mean, yeah, it was pretty whack, but he got suspended off something that wasn't even taking place inside the club at that very moment. Which I feel like, oh, well, shit, I feel like, he should be able to get a rematch for it eventually. But,
Yeah. It was just the whole thing with Payne and saying he was being harassed and everything, and Havoc said, we're not going to let this continue in the club and everything.
being harassed is crazy. And plus, can you really call it harassment if you technically shit talked him first?
I mean, not really.
And it was hilarious. About the funny part about it is when he started actually shit talking the correct person in this argument, he was like, he told him he could fight him right now. Ironically, the crazy part is Daryl felt like he was gonna lose that match. He said he was kind of scared to accept it, but he was like, you know what? Why not? So he said, I ain't got nothing better to do, and he tried to accept the challenge.
Mhm.
And then Payne just immediately started like, oh, well, shit, I don't play for free. So then I had to turn on my mic. I was like, they pay you?
Yeah, no one pays him.
He was like, well, he only
I
does
think he was
league
maybe
matches.
like title-wise or some shit, but at that time I think he did have a title.
Ooh, Payne?
Yeah, but now he doesn't.
No,
'Cause
at that
eventually he started
time,
going back downhill.
at that
Losing all his
time, he
matches.
was
I mean,
a
he was
contender for the
good on
belt.
22. Yeah,
I beat Payne in 22. But
yeah.
yeah, that shit was kind of funny to me. And then I guess Daryl just felt like he didn't get to actually, really shit talk him the way he got shit talked too. So I guess after the show was over and whatever, out of the club, he sent him a video. I forgot what he said. Something like, I think it was something amongst the lines of who's trash now or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was considered harassment and got him suspended for 3 weeks.
Yeah. And then he made an excuse why he lost.
No, that was
Like a
wild.
lot of people you see do.
He literally made the lobby and everything, and he was waiting for him to start losing as bad as he was. Sit here and say, wait, we didn't decide on which pin. Now, right there, I thought that was some real bitch shit right there. Cause like, at this point,
Yeah.
you made the lobby, you had the option. He said he was down for
Yeah.
whatever pin style you want. And for you to still sit here and pick timed, knowing that you wanted to play rapid, was like basically, oh, that was like real life, your quit button right there. Instead of actually leaving the game, you ran out the ring to announce, hey, we didn't pick a pin system just so you could restart the match. Just for you to lose in the shittier way, which was even worse. I'm sorry, that was embarrassing. But
Yeah.
I think that match was like, what, 3 minutes? Not even. I couldn't handle that level of disrespect. I'm not going to get jobbed out to no 76 overall. In 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not drippy.
Yeah.
And Lumbex, I don't know what you mean about the, did Ivar overstep his bounds in doing that? Doing what? If we're talking about Heavy in general, I feel like there's some things he do overstep doing. Like,
Yeah.
or at least not being fair with it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Not saying that
Who does
I
that
feel
sound
like,
like? No name.
not that I feel like I should have been in Money in the Bank, but at the same time, I didn't want to be in that match. But we real life didn't even have like fair contestants for that shit. And then he was just magically thrown in there. Don't get me wrong, I'm all against you giving yourself good matches at some point. But this shit is wild, especially that King of the Ring. Now that is something I would have been completely down to be in, but I was excluded. And no offense to whoever been in it, but I feel like that whole King of the Ring was mostly jobbers. I felt robbed of the opportunity. And of course, Havoc was in there, and he won it. Not that I was surprised
Yeah.
about it. I feel like we should
Yeah.
do another King of the Ring, barely with everybody included. That's
Yeah, I
just
mean,
me.
the funny thing was, him and Payne beating people back to back. Just to have Havoc beat Payne, and then that crazy match at the end with DJ and Havoc. That was a really good match at the end. I was surprised how Havoc won.
Shit, considering that's a big dude.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Lumbex, man. At least your title isn't on the line in that street fight. No. It'd be a
Yeah.
shame if you
I
watch
mean, there are not
titles.
enough teams for EPW because I think that you guys have beaten them all.
That is very true. I wish
Yeah,
we did
beating
have more
almost
teams.
everybody.
Shit, y'all could just start pairing random people. Maybe they start liking the pair. Boom, new team. And plus, besides recently, because there's actually starting to be more tag matches. That's probably why people's actually been starting to come around to being a tag team. Because before,
Yeah.
even though there was like 2, 3 tag teams, there was literally no tag matches, which made no sense to be in a tag team. But now
Yeah.
that, it's starting to actually be tag teams, there's actually starting to become a slow build of them.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, you all get knocked down.
Yeah. And hopefully sometime, in the future you get back to that world title match. Because I know you have said you are world champion worthy. I mean, that's why I looked at you in that match and said, maybe we should give him a title shot. So I know that, that world title match was crazy. You guys were trying to steal each other's moves.
He stole my move?
Yeah, he tried to do, he hit you with
Oh,
one move,
and you didn't realize it.
and
And
then you hit him
something
with a
crazy?
submission.
I feel like literally if my signature wasn't what my signature was, I would have most definitely had a better chance at winning. Like, I don't get
And
me
if I
wrong.
remember, were you in a team called the Cheat Code?
We still are the cheat code. Y'all just refuse to
Oh,
name
I
us
was in that team too.
that. Y'all just be talking about mellow rocks, and it's like, damn, we just fucked our original name. But yeah, for some reason, it's like when I do my signature, it's always an exhausted version of it. I like the exhaustion for like signatures and finishers, but at the same time, if I have stamina, I'm not understanding why I'm still getting the exhaustion thing. And then
I know.
the move don't stun nobody, which makes it even worse because they just pop up, and I can't just pop up because I just used all my bar doing the damn move, which like leaves me laid out, which sets me up for failure. Now, if y'all, make a rule where I can substitute my entire signature for the same move without it, maybe ricochet finisher instead, where I do a single knee instead of one. I mean, both. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I have a question for Mello.
okay. What's the question? I should have to wait a minute.
Yeah, because when he types.
something else too. Oh, and the reason why I didn't want to do like any singles matches at the moment was more because I haven't really been like enjoying playing like that, honestly. Don't get me wrong, right now at this very moment I've actually been enjoying
When are you going to make a play for the world title?
Okay.
Well, I mean, we already seen that play for the world title one backs. Oh, I mean, in the future, if that's what you're talking about.
I don't know, man. Maybe, if they switch it back to time.
Yeah. So also, I mean, your career in GWF, I mean, it's a really good career over there too. But
I mean,
your
if you
teammates
ask
have
me,
been
I feel
screwed
like,
out of their titles.
I feel like my
Because right now it's Riddle.
my career over at GWF is pretty good now. Even though I get mocked a little bit for small things, like losing
Yeah.
the world title match by DQ.
By DQ, yeah.
I wasn't aware of
I
it
mean,
at
it
the time.
happens.
That's fine.
But
But
yeah, but
it kind of upset me the fact that if I'm more than positive, if it was like any other person, they would have got a run back, or at least a
Yeah.
warning. But that it was me, I didn't get a run back when I think it was like, well, if he agrees to it, bro did not agree to it. He was fuck no. Nasty's not taking my title today. He's like maybe another time, but not today.
I mean, that's how it really was. This league was made so their group can do basically whatever they want. And they get away with a lot of stuff. And I know they do it to a lot of people that are in NWA, which is unfair. Like them bringing other stuff from other leagues to make your partner, TJ, lose his title, which was not right.
Yeah, I feel like that was like completely uncalled for and very much unfair. In a multi-man match, it's gonna be common for y'all to break up moves, and for you to limit that to 3 breakups was just like wild. Considering the fact that he literally has one of those breakups because you decided to slide in mid-combo, and him not
And
sure
also,
if you're gonna
yeah.
swing or not. Him swinging while you're grabbing someone.
Yeah. And also, it's just weird that if the ref doesn't DQ you from a low blow and it's in the game, why are they using that as a DQ method? Because to me, that means
JWO are looking for the tag titles at Summerverse. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, Lombac, you ain't hear about that? Oh.
Yeah.
that match
was
ain't
just
happening.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're not in the Discord. I thought Heavy probably would tell you. Yeah. So, we can't defend our tag titles because Turfy's leading on Saturday. Shit, actually, I think Turfy already left.
Figures.
I don't know. He got kicked out of the little foster home. That's none of my business. Foster parent was tripping.
Yeah.
But he was going back. On Saturday, he was supposed to go back to his mom's house. And, that would be a 4-day trip, so he wouldn't have been on the game until Tuesday. They did tell us that we would have been able to defend it sometime this week, but then after they introduced that, they just never got back to me. And now Turfy's gone again because of his foster parent. I don't know what's going on with that. But we will be defending it next Sunday, hopefully. And if he's not there, I'll just say fuck it and just do a handicap match with y'all. I'd rather lose it that way over just getting stripped over it again.
Well, I heard that they're trying to make DJ be your tag partner now, since all that stuff's happening.
And Daryl won't be there either. That's the worst part about it too. He worked those nights.
Yeah.
Blaze Joker
Oh,
of Right
yeah.
Strike.
Yeah, he's in the
And then you got Gabe
JWO
trying to
now,
be.
Right Strike.
Now Gabe probably. I don't know what Gabe doing, but he was trying to be petty at first. He was
Yeah.
He was trying to give me an ultimatum. Talking about you can't be in both.
Yeah.
I guess it's because of what I did in my league. Because instead of just like having one member of a faction have like 2-3 belts, I was like, Daryl thought it would be nice for Scorpion to have a title too. So he was like, so if Gabe wins that match for the Impact Championship, then Scorpion should be the legal man for the tag partner instead of Gabe. So then his whole faction could have like belts. It's not a bad idea. I'm thinking that's pretty cool. I was like, yeah. And then plus, I don't even think I really just booked him like that. So I was like, okay, so I can give this match to Scorpion. I guess there was a whole little tantrum about it, getting upset. I was like, okay, so Gabe already had two matches, and he denied the other one, but he wants to do this tag match, which was throwing me off. So I was like, nah, Scorpion's gonna do it. And from that point, I guess he felt the type of way. But he's been trying to do the same thing to me in GWF. Talking about something, well, you can't be in the tag match. You can't do the.
Blaze wanted someone to replace J.J. Burks because he wanted to join the Tigers of Death.
So he was trying to basically try to hold me out of one of the title matches. So it was either going to be Daryl and Turfy do the title match, or it was just going to be Turfy doing it because Daryl wasn't going to be available. Or I would just have to drop out of the World Championship match, which was complete bullshit. Crazy. It's already bad enough. I'm literally going in there against a faction. It's not one team. It's not two different teams. It's a faction. I'm going against one whole team, 3 members of one team, and it's already bad enough. I feel like I'm gonna be jumped. And I guarantee you, when they start breaking up moves, it won't get said. Nothing. Just like in every other match, nothing gets said. But when it's Washi's match, no offense to Washi, I'm not trying to start that with him. But when it's he tries to over-examine it. But I literally, for no other matches have I seen this man examine it the way he did his with that Fatal 5-Way. Because if you want to get technical, when I lost my North American Championship, I'm more than positive there was multiple moves getting broken up, but nobody said anything about it. And the championship was still awarded to Gabe. Now I gotta sit here and go in this Fatal 4-Way where I'm gonna get jumped, guaranteed, like always. It's like literally every multi-man match I've had in this league, I get jumped.
Yeah.
I think literally the only losses I have in this league is in multi-man matches. And they're to average, technically, because for some reason, no, dead ass, now that I think about it, every time I had a multi-man match, the team of average has been inside of there. It's the average and one of his partners, if not 2 of them, always been a part of his multi-man matches, which is throwing me off now that I really think about it. And I would either make it to the end just to be submitted, or lag pin. No. I gotta be technical. I lost 3 matches. So
yeah.
4. Let me say 4. One of them was by DQ. I was never pinned though.
Yeah. Well, saying about Ufe, I mean, he was supposed to be on this podcast, but I mean, he was using his mic yesterday, but now all of a sudden it doesn't work.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
I mean, because I know he wanted to probably be on this podcast so, he could talk his shit.
Yeah, like when I got foreground by one of the members of the Tigers of Death.
When the hell did that happen?
Yeah, about that Tigers of Death faction. And the person that betrayed the other faction, which
Y'all can
is
literally just join first
JJ.
forces and just become the circus act.
Yeah, that could happen, but I don't know what it wants to do, because I just joined because it's a bunch of us from NWA were basically outcast in GWF, and it looks that way. Because the way they play these matches, then they screw people over. Because to me, I always wanted us all the fucking, most of the people just to take all their fucking titles. Because I was laughing if they were going to take yours. Because you were about to take that from Scorpion. Until that happened, because I guess there's stupid ways of DQ. Yes. I'm doing the podcast with X9 because Doofgabe's mic's not working. So
That was a
But
better
yeah.
choice anyway.
that's crazy.
We're not going to
on the
get any titles in
podcast.
GWF, we know that.
That ain't true.
You don't know that though. You don't know that though. Anything could happen. There could be a way where they
You
can't
could
play
be in a
their shit.
TV title match.
And they lose fair and square, and they can't fucking pull no bullshit. So, could see what happens in GWF. But
Oh, I said that's not true. He could win a TV title.
yeah, that could happen. But I guess that's all the time we have on this podcast. It was good
Yeah,
having
right,
you on the
LOL.
podcast and everything.
Yes,
To
sir.
talk about all this stuff. Alright, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
And happy holidays.